See that? It says 40.3. Seems to fluctuate between 41 and a little bit under that every time I put it on there. It's good enough. As long as it's over 40. Okay, today's Sunday the 14th. Hopefully you can see that. Get going here.
He turned around, looked back
A long time. Not even 200 in. Hour.
he just flopped his palm so hard that the tail went up? It kind of was wrong here, you know what I'm looking at it up close. If he heard us, heard me,
What you saw him?
well, right there.
There's two. He's coming down around the bush. You?
Just finished moving camp. We saw two cows up here on the hill. The night before we saw a big bull over there and cows, so we're assuming that bull's right there, just kinda laying down in the altar. So we're slipping up here to try to get range. We're about 2.7 miles from camp, which is a long ways to go to try back to Moose Out. We've got options to possibly have a super pick them up over here, but honestly,
50.
we've been on a caribou migration trail. The ground's actually been hard and not spongy, so if we can get up here, back and loose on hard ground that far, I don't think we're gonna have any issues. Yeah, it's definitely the bull up there. Bet it. He's in a crazy spot for his not. The only thing I don't like is there's two cows down to the right of them. And to get in there and not
good shot. Especially for hunting season right now.
50. Couple extra on this round.
Plus my, $4,000 worth of year on the bank. My most important year. My peace and my binos. My rangefinder. Upper back. Quarter mile. Good thing is just through a field, huh? Field of holders. Come on over here. Well, pro tip, when you forget your binos and your pistol on the bank and you're going back and you run right into a sow with your cup tracks, you just bust out a, you better find somebody to love the whole way to the binos. I didn't want to surprise anything, dude. Yeah, I know.
You want me to put this air down?
It's down, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not gonna matter. It's still hot. No matter what.
The walkers can go to the night house.
Okay.
I haven't got that much adrenaline since like my first. I didn't know what was up, what was down, what was freaking left. I couldn't tell if it was windy, I couldn't tell if it was running away. I was just taking some of that in my hand, but like 15 yards was long enough. Forgot how to do everything. Oh my God. I didn't see the shot. He like flipped some brush and went around and like he's gonna pop out. Dude, he like 30. It's up coming out at 100 right here. And then you start raking and you start blasting back into the wind. He popped out like halfway down that grass line. Oh man, dude. I was getting pumped up. He was pissed, dude. I don't care if he was getting nose flaring and ripping shit up. I was sick. Oh my God. Where's the I don't know how big it is.
Halfway.
After the last few episodes, we kept on scaring everything over the horizon line and decided not to do that. So Travis went back, did some raking, got that little fire got.
Way on illegal, dude.
Since I last talked to you, I flew to Anchorage from Kodiak and I picked up my family. And I just spent about a week hanging out with them, doing family stuff, a little bit of fishing, a lot of family time. It was really nice. It's kind of hard being away from family. It's good to see them. Really hard to drop them off at the airport, I'm not gonna lie. But now I'm gonna be picking up my buddy Andrew, and we're gonna be driving about 6 hours east to Tok, and we're gonna get on a plane in Tok, and then we're gonna fly out towards the Canadian border and do a little bit of hunting. I'm gonna be hunting caribou. I think Andrew is still undecided. You can pick either caribou or moose where we're going, but you can't hunt both. And he may decide he wants to hunt moose, but we'll find out here soon. So, long day of driving. I'm about 2 weeks into, nope, 2 weeks exactly into my Alaska trip. And I think I've got about three and a half weeks to go. So, I'm not even quite at the halfway point. And I still have 2 hunts left. So, caribou right now for me. And then after this, we got moose. And I'll have about, 5 days or so, 4.5 to 5 days to try and find and kill a caribou. There we go. Well, 6 hours later, we made it to Tok, and we're at the 40 Mile Air office. Now we're just gonna get our gear weighed. We're gonna fly out to tomorrow. We gotta wear our gear, and then we're gonna go spend the night somewhere. See you bright early in the morning.
Just trying to get that big ol' gagger bowl to come out. Oh, Chick's head. Come stop right to it. See that clearly and straight into the lung. Every place I've been in Alaska is unbelievably gorgeous. But this place, more than any other, reminds me of quintessential Alaska. The topography, the vegetation, the animals. It's remote, beautiful, and holy hell is it wild.
Well, we are at our midway point here out in the field, so we got flown out of Cope, dropped off here at this airstrip, and then we're going to take a cub to our final destination. But we are officially out in the field. And it feels fantastic because it is beautiful out right now. Coming from Kodiak, where it was really green, I still felt like summer. You come out here, it's cold. The leaves have all changed color or are changing colors right now. It's just absolutely gorgeous out here. So today, we're gonna get flown into our camp, and we can't hunt today. I am hunting caribou, and my buddy Andrew Jakovac is with me. And Andrew's hunting moose. And neither of us can hunt today, so whole goal for today is just to get camp set up, get situated, kind of get familiar with our surroundings. We do a little bit of glassing, and then tomorrow we can start hunting. But it is just stunning out here. This is gorgeous, gorgeous country. Yeah, it's beautiful out here. It's amazing. Well, now our pilots are gone. We just got dropped off here at our destination. This is just stunningly beautiful country. Kind of hard to describe. Just have to take my word for it a little bit. It is cool out here. And quite remote. It's gorgeous. I'm watching those pilots land in the willow gravel bed. Those cubs are pretty sweet. Those guys are very talented. So we're gonna haul our gear over to shore. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's hard to tell. The viewfinder here. Haul our gear over there and then get our tent set up. And the blueberries are thick and they are peaking right now. So we are probably going to set about to pick in some blueberries since we can't hunt today. After we get done setting up camp. Gosh, I'm a lucky man that I get to come in here. This is just gorgeous, gorgeous country. What an experience. On the way in here, we saw a handful of caribou, kind of like back up here off the ridge. Didn't see any moose, and Andrew saw a grizzly bear. It's not very far from here, so not a ton of wildlife sightings yet, but we're in a really good zone here. I don't have to show you what these blueberries look like, but they're pretty amazing. And I think today we'll go back up here on this ridge, get to a high spot and do a little blasting here this evening. I can tell there's animals that have been hanging out in here quite a bit. It's very bottom. So it looks like caribou as well as, obviously moose as well. So hopefully we'll see some more here soon. Yeah, there, Andrew. Just getting the bow set up.
A little target practice. Have fun, go stone shooting. Sounds like a good time. Do a little fashion stuff. took maybe 5 minutes after the planes left. And I'm just like, Twitter's on fire.
Yep. Great. Alright, we got camp set up and we're gonna go walk up the ridge and do some glassing for a bit. Before we do that, I want to show you something we found. So all these trees here have bear hair all over them. That is all the way down this tree. So I know there's a lot of grizzlies around, and now apparently our camp is a place they like to hang out and scratch their backs. So that's great to know. So that'll make us sleep really well at night. We are officially walking out of camp, going to find a new place to glass. Feel our way through this place. A little bit. Give away the land. It's like caribou. Scat, caribou scat. Let's get some. That's what I'd like to see. That's very cool.
Best part about being able to hunt, no stress. You just sit here and you look long and go, holy cow.
That bull out there,
There's a tanker bull on that far ridge, but the way these caribou are moving through, like they're migrating through, it's like those caribou, we will not see them again. They are going to be gone. But we're sitting here, and 20 years below us, got lots of cows and calves. It's really cool to see. It just came from the edge of the ridge, more right there. It's really cool to see. Alright, so here's the situation. We get 3 bulls, probably like 5 miles, 4 or 5 miles away. 2 of them are legal bulls for us to kill, for Andy to kill. One of them is an absolute giant bull. But it's like 5 miles away. So they're already told Andrew there's no way he's allowed to go over there.
What is huge, Dad?
There's just no way to get that boy back here. We got lots of caribou too. There's this mountainside across from us over here. Just crawling with caribou. It's like they're coming up mostly over the top and then kind of like side going through that country. And there's some really nice bulls. 2 in particular that have been just like real life boys. Bulls I'd be very happy to shoot. So we're kind of contemplating right now whether or not it's a good idea to crawl up through that timber slope, brushy slope, I'm sure, and kind of sit up there in the morning and try and get myself in a position where I can try and cut off some of those caribou as I move through that mountain over there through the brush. It is a chilly morning out today. It's first morning. We actually have frost. If you hear that noise, that's Andrew over there against camp.
game plan for the day is to do a calling and raking here for moose. Don't expect that we're gonna see anything moose-wise that close to camp today, but I'm trying to get them to come to us as much as we can. And then we're gonna go up the bridge that we saw a lot of terrorism on yesterday and see if we can get into them up there. There's a really big bull moose that just keep walking down the river from camp. I think he's come to our calls. I'm 90% sure he's legal.
You watching that? Watching him?
There he is.
Don't. In your bed. Olive. Hey.
Andrew took off after that bull. It was just on a walk down that river. I've been trying to fill back here. I've been trying to call, or have been calling, try and get him to either come in or halt. And I cannot see that bull, so it seems kind of weird to say that you lose like a 7-foot tall animal. But I've lost that bull. I've got an elevated perch here. And last I saw him, he was probably about 200, 250 yards below camp here, heading downriver. And he just grabbed his bow and just took off, trying to cut him off. I've been trying to call. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of this brush and get up on a little elevated perch up there, see if I can relocate him with a higher perch. It's possible that bull was coming into our calls this morning and he's just circling around us hitting me right. I got out to my little open meadow here and I'm trying to re-find that bull. I've spotted a cow, moose, feeding down along the river there, but I don't see that bull yet. Interestingly, I got about 50 yards behind camp. I found a huge moose track set in the moss. It was fairly fresh. Like, there's a good freeze. There was a good freeze this morning, so all of the moss has ice on it. And that's the track set. It had crushed the ice, which means it was from this morning at some point in time. Don't know if it was that same bull or not. Now I see two moose down there. Maybe that bull's down back down. I just can't see it. Oh, you know what? Those are not moose, those are grizzly bears. Those are bears. 2 grizzly bears. Not moose. That is hilarious. I just saw the brown hump. I thought it was moose. Turns out it's grizzly bear. That's not very far from camp. Lovely. Nice bull coming up. Okay, we just got over up the top of the ridge, but seen him. It's good. Yesterday. Shoot.
Stay even?
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine. Let's sit on the freaking iPad all day.
I know.
Do something else.
Couple cows.
My door open.
So confident this year. No more bull. Yeah, fun to play with that smaller bull there, laying down. I really want to shoot it, but yeah, let us sneak in, get a little practice. I think the hardest part about that situation is sort of exemplifies that sometimes they can come and go on. We sat 100 yards from them, 2.5 hours. I slept. If I had a rifle, it would have been over a while ago. Same thing with the enemies. The boost is pretty good. But I chose not to bring one, so I'm stuck with what I got. And while I enjoy the challenge of sneaking in, it's a lot of fun. There are times where, like right now, where I'm just like, why do you need to make things difficult on yourself? And I don't have a good answer for it. Other than success is just all the more rewarding when it does happen because of stuff like that. Some caribou and off in the distance here. They don't low, but nothing close by. So I guess that's gonna do it for me one day. Sun's gonna go down here in just about 15 minutes. I'm gonna try and make it back to camp before it gets super dark out. So we had a pretty good action-packed first day of hunting. Hopefully tomorrow brings a lot more of the same. So I'll see you bright and early tomorrow. I'm in a little bit of depths of despair right now. Caribou 25 yards. 25 yards. He just, they didn't have a camera drone, so you didn't get to see anything. All he was behind a tree. His antlers were in front of the tree. All he had to do was take 2 steps in front of it. And I would have had him done it. 2 steps. Instead, the wind just shifted ever so slightly. And he just ran. I wrote down, lower, find the bull, down low, head him off, do it, works out, find the bull, get in, and just unfortunate.
Not making a good time today, man.
That is so heartbreaking. Trying to get that big old gagger ball to come out. Shakes it. Comes straight to
50 more. A couple extra.
and straight into the lawn. Alright, last big push. Suman Springs. There's Suman Cup. It's like a little parlance realistically like 3 days. Try and kill something. And I've been really holding out hope that I can find a nice bowl within range. I still hold that over. I think like I said before, you know, these things are migrating. And this isn't really a caribou spot. This is supposed to be a moose spot. And it just has caribou around it. So trying to be selective, but I'm sure it's a good idea if I really want to fill a tag. I got real close yesterday. Real close. I just should have taken a shot. I don't regret it. 'Cause I felt like I could have gotten another 10 yards closer. And I think getting closer is always better than not. But if I had another situation like that again, where I'm 60 yards away, broadside of caribou, really pretty common, I'm just gonna take the shot. It's always easy to second guess yourself after you screw it up. But you just gotta learn from it and move on. Have one try and your cheerios. other side of this ridge, so coming up that drainage, they seem to tend to come up and eventually hit this ridge that and either skirt it or run right up. A little bit of an update here. So that I saw, I can't remember if I talked about this earlier, but I found a really nice moose that I'm pretty sure is legal for Andrew. And it's probably, I would say, a mile and a half, 2 miles upstream from our camp. And he'd been there, I saw him about 11 o'clock, he's still there, he's out feeding right now, long ways away. This camera will not, won't be able to see him on this camera. Sorry, I got distracted below me. It's caribou out in the meadow by itself right now. Also just seeing caribou kind of cross the river or come out from the bottom all along down here, just like I was earlier. So if I really could have put my decision to come down here. But it's like as soon as they hit this, they cross the river, they're booking it up out of the meadows. So I haven't really seen a bull within 2 miles of me. It's all been cows and calves. So I'm just basically sitting here, probably 500 feet off the river bottom. It's a really good vantage, upriver and downriver, just waiting for a caribou to come out. Then I can go take a crack at it. This rain, averaging 1 moose per day. Better than 0 moose today.
Awesome.
Call it quits. No moose, no more caribou. It almost seemed like right around 5:30 or so, the caribou just stopped migrating. It was like they were moving and you could kind of see them up and down the valley, and all of a sudden they just stopped. So, no luck on day 2. Gonna get up bright and early tomorrow and try and come right back to this spot. Hopefully be able to spot that bull moose
Done.
and hopefully some bull caribou.
10
So,
extra.
see you tomorrow.
Just like every day. Hope you're watching this. And let me that one.